Check 1 2. Check 5. Thing looks good. Hope everybody's doing good tonight. About 8 more minutes. There, we're on the air. Howdy, everybody. Waiting here. Got about 3 more minutes to go. Hanging out, waiting for Jimmy to get onto the radio. So just kill a couple minutes. I've been working out at the gym. I tell you what, I feel alive. Well, this is kind of personal, nothing to do with ham radio. But I tell you what, it's made quite a difference. Minutes to go before the live stream. I hope everybody's having a good Friday night. Annie, Mama, our dog. You're right. Here any minute now. Okay, minute to go for Jimmy. All right, guys, have a good night, good evening, and hope your weekend goes well. Live stream will probably be next Friday, of course. We got somebody here. Oh, there's Mike. Okay, Patrick. Checked in with Jimmy already on the 39. Okay. Oh. Any second now.
KD9MED, KD9MED, K-Sanchez.
89 MED.
Start recording.
Yep, we're live streaming. Jimmy, go for it.
The Friday Night Funnet is on the air. Come to Cheese Days in Monroe. That's the place for you to go. Come to Cheese Days, come to Cheese Days, come to Cheese Days in Monroe. Good evening, everybody. It's 8 o'clock, and welcome to this special Cheese Days edition of the Friday Night Funnet on the W9XD repeater in Rockford. My name is Jim. My call is K9GCR. I'm located here in Freeport, and I'll be your net control. I'll be your host this evening. The purpose of having this net is what the name implies, to have fun. That's what this hobby of amateur radio is all about, in addition to providing emergency communications if when the situation warrants. A secondary purpose of this net is providing an on-air meeting place for all amateur radio operators. Everybody is welcome to check in. You do not have to be a member of any club, organization, group, or association to participate in this net. All you need is a valid FCC license. This net meets each and every Friday evening at 8 p.m. This repeater is a PL 114.8 minus offset. You need to have that programmed into your radio in order to have access to the repeater. For those of you who may be using older radios that do not have PL capability, or if the PL near your radio is not working properly, you can check into the Friday Night Funnet by using the repeater output frequency, the straight 610 simplex. If I hear you, I will acknowledge you and check you in the net. Also, Mike, KD9MED in Rochelle, is live streaming this net on the internet. This net is being live streamed around the world on the internet. Those of you wishing to check into the internet, check in like you usually do with the Mike K9MED, and he will in turn relay your internet check-in to me. Also, this net is being recorded for future replay on the Friday Night Funnet Central Facebook page. Go to Friday Night Funnet Central, follow the instructions, and you're in business. And also, let's see, Ron, N2RON has Echolink connected to this repair. Those of you who are listening via Echolink, you're welcome to check in. We've had a couple of Echolink check-ins last couple of weeks. Also, if you're on the sticks, you can hear the repair, but you can't get to it because you don't have internet capability or you're too far away from it or conditions are not favorable. Give me a call on the Friday Night FunNet Central Hotline. Area code 815-232-FNFN. Excuse me. 232-3636. The local Freeport number. I'll take your check-in over the phone, but try to check in on the radio if at all possible. Okay, like I said, in honor of Monroe, Wisconsin Cheese Days, this is what we're going to do. We're going to ask, during the round table, I'm going to ask everybody what their favorite cheese is, that is, even if you like cheese at all. And I'll probably read some recipes from the different cookbooks I have as preparation for food with cheese in it. I'm using a red and orange ink in honor of the different kinds of the cheese there, and in honor of the fall colors. Sorry to say that fall will take place this coming Thursday. That's enough of that. Okay, here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to take short time mobile stations. If you have traffic, or you're air concentrating your family time, you're air concentrating your driving, you can't stay for the net, I'll take your short time mobile stations for check-ins. And also, if you have traffic, we'll do your traffic right away. Also, after that, we'll take a short time. Yeah, we'll already do that. After that, we'll take general check-ins. First, we'll take general check-ins in northern Illinois. Next, we'll take general check-ins from southern Wisconsin. After that, we'll take general check-ins from anywhere in northern Illinois or southern Wisconsin. And your traffic will consist of breakfast, handfests, bike rides, or marathons. The big CFMC handfest will take place next weekend. Okay, also, we'll do our regular features. We'll do the W9UIJ Carl's Corner in honor of our late great friend and colleague, Carl Larson, W9UIJ. This is our TechNet portion. If you have technical questions, we'll do our best to try to answer them for you. Are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of an antenna do you want to put up on your tower? What kind of a radio should I get? Mobile, base, or what have you? And like I said, Carl Larson used to run a couple of the TechNets on those repairs several years ago. He used to read a lot of stuff out of the publications related to amateur radio, propagation, electrical theories, and what have you. Okay, then we'll also do the W9 Gene Duncan DX Corner in honor of our late great friend and colleague, Gene Duncan, W9GD, the king of DX. Every time he checked in his net, he always had a DX report to get passed along to us. Then we'll have our swap net. You have items of buy, sell, trade, or want related to hobbies of amateur radio or computers, please feel free to advertise them. And don't advertise them on the internet. Advertise them on the swap net, or wait till Sunday of next, the 25th, or for the CFMC Hamfest. Okay, with all the so-called formalities out of the way, let's get underway. Do we have any short time mobile stations that like to check in the Friday Night FunNet? Please call now.
Alpha 9, Victor Uniform. Michael in Janesville. I just had cheese for supper tonight. It was real good. The stick cheese.
Nothing wrong with that there, Mike. I think I've had that too. 89VU in Janesville. Thanks for checking in, Mike. 73, have a good evening. Thanks for checking in. Any more short time mobile station you want to check in? Please call.
November 9, Golf Bravo Papa, Greg in Rockford. I'll be short time tonight.
N9GBP. Okay, Greg and Rockford, I've got you checked in short time. 73, have a good evening. Maybe we'll talk to you on the RagTune net tomorrow night, 8 p.m. here on this repeater. Thanks for checking in. Any more short-time remote stations for the Friday Night Fun Net, please call.
AC9NW, Tom and Roscoe. Short time, no traffic.
Play cards. I asked everybody to bring their checkbook. Back to you, K9TZT.
Okay, let me get back to you in a minute there, Larry. AC9NW, Tom and Roscoe, I've got you checked in. Okay, Larry, K9KZT, the K of DX. Repeat your traffic, please.
I'm sorry, short time. And we're just sitting down to pizza, and then we're going to play cards, and I asked everybody to bring their checkbook. So have a good net, and maybe I'll get back in later. K9TZT clear.
All right, that sounds like a good idea. At least you're eating some cheese anyway. Thanks for checking in, Larry. We'll get back to you. If you have time, you're welcome to check in. Otherwise, we'll talk to you tomorrow night in the Rag Tune Net. Any more short-time Momoa stations for the Friday Night Fun Net, please call. Okay, we got 4 short-time stations, so at this time I'll go with General Check-ins. Any General Check-ins in Northern Illinois who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now.
K89HKX, Larry and Roscoe.
I'm trying to give everybody a chance to check in. Sorry for the delay there, folks. K89HKX, Larry and Roscoe. I've got you checked in, Larry. I'll get back to you a few minutes around there. Thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins from Northern Illinois for the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now.
KD9MAP.
K9MAP, Larry, no. K9MAP, Kerry and Rockford, the Duke of a Digital DX. Got you checked in, Kerry. We'll get back to you in a few minutes in the round table. Before we do that, we'll get back to you with your DX report. Thanks for checking in, Kerry. We'll get back to you in a few minutes. Any more general check-ins from Northern Illinois for the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now.
89 MED, Mike and Rochelle.
This is Jason NGCR with the Friday Night Fun Net, W9AXC repeating Rockford, transferring for Friday Night Fun Net Central Area in Freeport. Do we have any more general checkers in Northern Illinois for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
89 MED, Mike and Rochelle.
K89SSV, Mike and Love's partner, we got you checked in. Mike will get back to you in a few minutes for the roundtable. Thanks for checking in. There was another station trying to check in at the same time. Other station, come back, please.
KD9 MED, Mike and Rochelle. I don't know.
K9MED, Mike and Rochelle. Okay, Mike, I got you checked in. Get back to you in a few minutes at the roundtable. Mike is live streaming this net around on the internet. You heard around the world. Also, he's recording this net for future replay on the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page. You can listen. If you missed last week's net, you get to hear it. Just follow go to Friday Night Fun Net Central. Follow the instructions in your business. It was all about high school. What was your favorite or least favorite memory of the high school? Okay, but tonight we're talking about the cheese, in honor of Monroe Cheese Days. Okay, at this time, are there any more general check-ins for Northern Illinois with the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay, no more check-ins in Northern Illinois. Let's see how many checks we get from Southern Wisconsin. 8 stations in Southern Wisconsin would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net. Please call now.
AC9GCR.
Here is KC9YI, Kilo Charlie 9 Yankee India.
Jimmy, this is KD9GDY. Okay, I got 2 stations checked in from southern Wisconsin. KC9YI, Scott Monroe. He's the net control operator for the Green County Aries Racing Net, which meets on Sunday evenings at 7:30 p.m. on the 145.110 repeater in Monroe, PL 123.0 minus offset. Okay, we got you checked in, Scott. I'll get back to you a few minutes around there. Thanks for checking in. And KD9GDY, Jim and Boyd, we also got you checked in. I'll get back to you a few minutes around there. Well, thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins from southern Wisconsin for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay, normally we would hear from Norm at Case 9RGG in Orfordville. Maybe he forgot. Maybe he's got something else going on, or maybe he'll check in later. Okay, it is Friday Night Fish Fry night in Wisconsin. Everybody's at their favorite bar, restaurant, tavern, eats their catfish, buffalo, carp, northern pike, walleye, muskie, and crappies, and let's see. Excuse me. Also, those of you in the Milwaukee area, you your Polish sausages, hot dogs, brats, kielbasa, or hot dogs. Big game with the Brewers are playing against New York Yankees, an American family field. So we'll see if the Brewers can see if it makes some hay there while the sun shines. Okay, and you cheese lover, that's what we're talking about. Cheese days, Monroe cheese days. Your cheese lovers are eating some of that famous Wisconsin cheese. Okay, at this time I'll take check-ins from anywhere in northern Illinois or southern Wisconsin for the Friday Night Fun Net. Please call now.
W9KLG checking in.
W9KLG, Kevin in South Rockford. Got you checked in, Kevin. I'll get back to you a few minutes around there. Well, thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins from northern Illinois or southern Wisconsin for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay, well, now we'll get to the traffic portion, the only traffic I have. Be on the lookout for possible severe weather this coming Sunday. It's supposed to be very warm tomorrow, and same for Sunday. Now, there's a chance. I thought I understood him to say sometime Sunday evening, we might be in for a severe storm threat. If that happens, you know where to tune into. The 147.195 repeater for the Northern Illinois Skywarn net with Ricky, WX9RLT is your net control station. Speaking of Skywarn net, he had a great training net last night. We had 11 check-ins. I think that's the highest turnout since we resumed the net about a month ago. That's great. All about tornadoes. So, okay, I want to thank everybody for participating. Okay, any more general check-ins from Northern Illinois? Just a minute. Does anybody else have any traffic you'd like to pass along for the net? Okay, hearing done, let's go to the W9UIJ Carl's Corner. This is our TechNet portion. Are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of an antenna do you want to put up on your tower? What kind of a radio should I get? The mobile, base, or what have you? And this is in honor of the late Carl Larson, W9UIJ. He ran a couple of TechNets several years ago. He read stuff about different propagation theory and electrical principles out of the different ham radio publications. Does anybody have any technical questions they would like to bring before the net at this time? Okay, there being no technical questions, we'll move on to the next item, the W9 Gene Duncan DX Corner, in honor of our late great friend and colleague, Gene Duncan, W9GD, the king of DX. Every time he checked in his net, he always had DX reports passed along. Okay, at this time, does anybody have any DX reports they'd like to pass along?
KD9MAP.
KD9MAP, okay, Kerry, what do you got for us?
Thank you, Jimmy. Good evening, everybody. Well, after a 3-week hiatus, I finally fired up my HF transmitter, and I'm glad I did because it was a great week for DX, especially on 15 meters. I worked 20 countries this week, no new countries. I'm kind of proud of Kaliningrad on 12 meters. That was station UA2FF. He's confirmed. South Africa ZS2DL on 15 meters. He's confirmed. Got another Belarus EU1P on 17 meters. He hasn't confirmed yet. It was a good week. Brief reset. Now I'll tell you about some of the big ones that got away. The last couple days I've been hearing 5K0C. He's on that's an island called San Andres y Providencia, which is about 200 miles east of Nicaragua. Brief reset. Anyway, he's there on a DX position with 3 other guys, so if you hear a 5K or 5J call sign, it'll probably be them, and they'll be there until the 26th. So I'm going to keep trying until they hear me. I heard Albania. It may be the first time ever I heard Albania this week. ZA/UA4CC, but he didn't hear me. Brief reset. Just like a month ago, one of the big fish that keeps getting away is D2UY in Angola. He's still out there, but he's not hearing me. And I heard a couple of Algerian stations, a couple of Saudi stations. Just a great week for DX. Brief reset. Tomorrow is the Iowa QSO party. It runs from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. I actually have probably 10 times or more many contacts in Europe than I do in Iowa. Iowa for me is a hard place to work. I don't know about you guys. So far I've got 19 counties in Iowa, and I don't know how many there are altogether, 60 or 70. So I'm going to give it a shot. I think it's worthwhile. Brief reset. Yeah, I think that's all I got for you today, Jimmy. So thanks a lot. Back to you, KD9MAP, the Duke Digital X.
Thank you very much for that great DX report there, Kerry. Yeah, I never thought about it. Tonight this is the last night of that Route 66 special event. And they probably won't be. They're getting done tonight, so they won't be in operation tomorrow. I completely forgot about that. It was on 20 meters. So that's for sure. Terry, thank you very much for that DX report, and we'll get back to you in a few minutes for the roundtable. Does any other station have any DX reports at this time?
KB9SSV.
Okay, KD9SSV. Okay, Mike, go ahead.
Yeah, nothing really fantastic, but 15 meters was pretty good. Made numerous calls out to the Czech Republic, Italy, South America. One in Western Australia. That was a freak one. And I'd like to say that Route 66, I think you're talking about W6H. I got him on there too. And that's about it for the DX stuff.
Okay, sounds good. Like I said, I completely forgot about. Oh well, there's always next year for that. But okay, thanks for that DX report there, Mike. Any other station have any DX reports you'd like to pass along? Okay. As per usual, at the end of the DX corner, we always like to put down the guy who was responsible. Gene Duncan, the late great Gene Duncan. W9ED. Oh, 8C for honorary check-in. So, okay, he's checked in. Okay. Okay, now that we're all done with that, we're going to go into the swap net. All items to be bought, sold, or traded must be related to the hobbies of ramps, radio, or computers. All items to be bought, sold, or traded must be the property of or in possession of the person who wants to get rid of the stuff. It may be registered prices over the air, but the handling should take place either in person or over the telephone. Also, no commercial business of any kind is allowed. Does any station have any swap net traffic they'd like to pass along at this time? Okay, good. We'll move on. But before we do, are there any more stations who just joined us who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Deck? Please go on.
Kilo Charlie 9, Alpha Golf, Romeo, Jennifer, Janesville.
Okay. KD9 AGR. Okay, Jennifer in Janesville. Jennifer is the EC for Rock County. Okay, Jennifer, I've got you checked in. Any more stations you want to check in? Please call now.
November 9, Oscar Echo Golf, Chris in South Beloit. Good evening, Jimmy, and I have no traffic.
N9OEG, Chris in South Beloit. We got you checked in, Chris. We'll get back to you in a few minutes. Thanks for checking in. Any more stations you want to check in? Please call now. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm going to get to these Wisconsin stations there first because I don't know how long they got to stay here. But KD9AGR, Jennifer in Janesville, what's going on with you? We're talking about Monroe, Wisconsin cheese days. What is your favorite? I don't know if you like cheese or not. If you do, what is your favorite kind of cheese that you like to eat?
Yeah, I love cheese. I like just about any kind of cheese there is, and I know that I like to get one of my favorite cheeses at Sam's Club. It's called Cabot, C-A-B-I-T. They got extra sharp, seriously sharp, and I would say cheddar is my favorite cheese, and the sharper the better. And then along with Swiss and pepper jack, Kobe, but oh yeah, I love cheese all the way around. Case 980 back to you.
Okay, Jennifer, sounds good. Hey, thanks for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend. We'll definitely catch you on the Tuesday night Rock County net on the 145450 repeater, 7 o'clock. Thanks for checking in. Okay, Chris, N9OEG in South Beloit, what's going on with you? What kind of cheese do you like to eat?
Oh, gee whiz, Jimmy. I'm sorry, this is N9OEG. And gee whiz, that's a tough question considering that I'm, right here in the middle of Dairyland. I'd have to say my favorite cheeses are baby Swiss, blue cheese, and a nice good sharp cheddar. And usually I buy them in, hunks or blocks or whatever, and I do the slicing myself because, sometimes you want a thin slice, sometimes you want a thick slice. And, I would easily give up chocolate and maybe another comfort food or whatever just for cheese. Cheese is one of my vices, and I can't live without it. I got to have some at least every day.
Hey, I understand. Hey, Chris, thanks for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Enjoy your evening and enjoy your weekend. Thanks for checking. Now, let's see. Oh, I got to get to Larry, K9HKX, is already at Roscoe. Larry, what kind of cheese, what is your favorite kind of cheese you like to eat, or do you eat cheese at all?
KC9GCR, K89HKX. Well, good evening, Jim, and everyone else on the net tonight. I like cheese. Probably my two favorites. Kind of going along with everybody else so far. I really do like super extra sharp cheddar. That's always good. And then I like a cheese called a brick cheese. That's my second favorite cheese. And with that, I'll turn back to you, KC9GCR, K89HKX.
Okay, Larry, sounds good. Hey, thanks for checking in. You have a good evening, and stick around if you like. We got some other stuff we're going to be doing here. Thanks for checking in. Kerry, K9MAP. What kind of cheese do you like, or do you eat cheese at all?
This is KD9MAP. Yeah, I eat a lot of cheese. I'll put in a vote for the hard cheeses. I eat a lot of pasta, so I dump a lot of Parmesan and Asiago and Romano on there. So I like those a lot. I used to like the blue vein cheeses, all the different kinds, but something in my sense of taste changed, and now they all taste like ammonia to me, so I don't eat those anymore. For cheddar, I'd go with the Herkimer, the New York State white cheddar, the really crumbly, real deal stuff. That's about it. KD9MAP.
Okay, Kerry, sounds good. Thanks for checking in there. We'll probably stick around. We'll probably do some other features here. We'll do the trivia segment here in a few minutes here. Okay, so thanks for checking in. Mike, KD9SSV, what kind of cheese do you like?
Oh, it's a tough one. I like them all. Sharp cheddar, brick, mozzarella, you name it. But I'd say my favorite one would probably be pepper jack. They have a little zing to it. That's always a good one. I always melt it on my sausage biscuits. Whenever I have them, my wife kind of looks at me funny, but yeah, I like it. Back to net.
Okay, sounds good there, Mike. Thanks for checking in there and gives us your input there on what kind of cheese you like. KD9MED, Mike and Rochelle, what kind of cheese do you like?
89 MED here. I'll go with the sharp cheddar cheese. It's usually a favorite. Eat a lot of Swiss cheese on sandwiches. And for the dressings and stuff like that for salads, I'll go with the blue cheese on that one. This is KD9 MED, back to net.
Okay, sounds good there. Mike. Hey, thanks for checking and giving us your input. Now, let's go to Monroe, where Cheese Days is taking place this weekend. KC9YI, Scott, what's going on with you? What kind of cheese do you like?
Well, I've been down eating brats and cheese down there at the square. But it's hard to pick. Boy, there's been a lot of good cheeses you guys have been talking about. But I'll add Havarti to the list. I really like that Havarti cheese. And so anyway, we got back from Cheese Days, and it looks like they got a good crowd there, and a lot of singing and all kinds of music going on down there. So anyway, that's the story here. KC9GCR and the net. This is KC9YI.
Okay, Scott, sounds good. I think I heard yesterday they had like a dedication ceremony. They dedicated the stage. I think they renamed it in honor of the late Martha Burnett, and I think that was pretty good. They did that.
Yeah, they did, and I think they had a special. I wasn't there, but yesterday, I think yesterday evening, they did have a special ceremony acknowledging Martha, and so anyway, yeah, she'd be greatly missed. They have one accordion player that's come in. He used to play down at I think Disney World. Anyway, he plays all over the place, and we heard him this noon, and I think it was at noon, and he kind of, I think he'll be probably playing tomorrow too. Christensen, I think is his name, Kerry Christensen. He's really good. He comes from Utah, and of course they've got other bands and all kinds of stuff in Monroe this weekend. Back to net, KC9GCR. This is KC9YI.
Okay, sounds good. There is now the parade is usually is it tomorrow or is it Sunday? And years past, they used to have it on Sunday.
Yeah, it's Sunday. This has happened before in Monroe. I can remember a few cheese days. It seems like the weather likes to change this weekend, and it'll start out to be summer, and then either we get a terrible storm or it gets cold on Sunday. But hopefully we'll luck out. But sometimes I know they've threatened storms, and it let loose right after the parade, which they got the parade in. But we'll see. I don't know. We're going to be watching the weather on Sunday. But we've gotten already quite a bit of cheese days in today. So back to net, KC9GCR. This is KC9YI.
Okay, sounds good. It sounds good. Hey, I heard some news about Vince, K9TSU. He's in New York State doing weather spotting, and from what I was told, his ham radio license has expired. So we got him getting back on the air as soon as possible, as soon as he gets home.
Yeah, why did he do that? By golly. Of course, it's quite a rigmarole to renew nowadays, but I think the last time the league helped me, but there was something I saw in one of the magazines just lately again about you have to supply a email address or something, which I think I've already done. But anyway, yeah, it's certainly he needs to get renewed for another 10 years.
That's for sure. That's for sure. K9 Tornado Spotter Unit. That's for sure. We gotta get back on there. Okay. You have a good evening there, Scott. We'll definitely catch you on the net this coming Sunday night. You can let us know how things went. So, okay. Thanks for checking in. KD9GDY, Jim and Beloit. Hope we didn't forget you there. What kind of cheese do you like?
Good in the morning, sir.
And it's good to hear Scott in there. Anyway, we'll answer that question first there, Jimmy. This is KD9GDY, Jim here on the north side of Beloit. But I think that it's tough because I'm like these other guys. I like a lot of different kinds of cheeses, but I like Munster, Baby Swiss, Brick, Pepper Jack. That kind of give you an idea of what kind of cheeses I like there. And when it comes to Pepper Jack, we used to have a really good cheese down there in Indiana, believe it or not. I don't know, maybe it was made in Wisconsin. Yeah, but habanero, it had habanero peppers in there. Boy, that was good. It had a pretty good kick to it. I love that stuff. So I really don't care for the blue cheese, though. I don't care for blue cheese at all. Anyway, Brenda and I, the Weil and I, are going to the Monroe Cheese Days tomorrow. That's the plan, Lord willing. We are going to try to get over there around 10 o'clock. I got a college buddy who lives in Monroe that we get together every so often. And so we're going to his house, and we're going to jump in his car, and we're going to run down there to the Cheese Days festivities. So let the repeater reset here. Okay, so anyway, we're going to do that, and we'll probably be there pretty much the entire day. I don't think we're going to pull out of there until maybe 7, 8 o'clock at night. So we're looking forward to that, in fact, and we got several things we want to see while we're there. So, folks, don't forget the Belvedere Hamfest a week from Sunday. I'm going to be there with the SKCC table, Straight Key Century Club, and maybe my table will be parked hopefully next to either the Rah-Rah tables with Kurt there, or the Greater Beloit Amateur Radio Club. They're going to have some tables in there too. So hopefully I'll get parked next to them guys. What else did I have here? I've written down some notes. Scott mentioned some music. I don't know if you got to see the group. That's Cindy Blanc from Monroe, a teacher who does music. She had a group there tonight. She wanted me and the wife to come out there and hear them, but we weren't going to make it out to the Monroe for 2 days in a row. So Cindy Blanc, I don't know if you know her, Scott, but she would have been directing one of the music groups there this evening. And as far as on that note, I used to play music quite a bit. And then back in the day, way back in the day, different polka band, wedding band, polka band / wedding band. We played Turner Hall, Swiss Wheel, Eagles Club, all of those places, all around Monroe too. So, all right, I've went on long out there, Jimmy. Back to you, and thanks for doing that. KD9 GDY.
At Expo Garden. Oh.
Hey, you're welcome. Thanks for checking in. Jim, I'll tell you what, if you want to, you can go back to Scott. I'm sure he's still listening to see go ahead and ask your question.
How well it works over there, so. Have a good night.
No, Cindy Blanc there from Monroe. She lives down there, I think, by Twin City. What's that place south of Judah? Anyway, Twin Grove, maybe? KD9 GDY.
Yeah, I think you're right, Jim. I think it is Twin Grove. Yeah, I do know of her. My wife probably knows her better. And, I think didn't she play the organ for a while? Maybe she still is at, I think at St. Victor's. But I've heard her perform already, and, they got quite a list of performers down there, so it's going to be a good old time there in Monroe.
Scott, real good. Hopefully, if you're going to be there tomorrow, I don't know, I might be wearing one of my, something to do with radio. It might be anything to do with radio, so you see somebody has something on that order, stop them, because it could be me. I'd like to meet you there and have an eyeball cue, so better give it back to Jimmy here for the Friday Night Fun Net, so thanks, Scott. KD9 GDY back to net.
I just wondered if the radio sounded okay.
Yeah, Jim, give me a shout on the repeater, and maybe I can come down. I'll just walk down or whatever. So, anyway, maybe catch you tomorrow. KD9 GDY, this is KC9YI. I'll be clear and back to net.
Okay, you guys, thanks to both of you for checking in. See, we are not a formal net people. We kind of do our own things. There's like a swap net, or rag chew net, tech net, or what have you, trivia segment, or what have you. It's all several nets combined into one here on the Friday Night Fun Net. Okay. See what we got. Okay, I hope Kevin, W9KLG, Kevin, are you still with us? I don't mean to leave you out. What kind of cheese do you like?
Well, maybe we could, yeah, Jimmy, I'm still here. This is W9KLG. My favorite cheese lately has been mozzarella, and for sandwiches, I kind of like Swiss. So, and that'd be about it. W9KLG, back to net.
Okay, sounds good. And don't worry about that microphone. Get it to me whenever you can, or like I said, somebody's going to have to come and connect take apart this front section of this radio. I don't know how to do it, so somebody's going to, you or maybe Justin will have somebody will have to come and do that for me because I can't there. But thanks very much. Whenever you want to come over, just give me a call. We'll look for you then. Thanks a million. Okay, that concludes my list. Are there any more stations you'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun then? If you're coming home for your Friday night fish fry, steak fry, grocery shop or the show, if you're just coming home from Monroe for your cheese days, if you just turn your if you just turn your radio on, you've been copying the net for about if you've been copying the mail for the last 45 minutes. This is your chance to check in the Friday Night Fun Net from anywhere in the region without traffic. Please call K9GCR.
All right. Have a good evening, Bob. Thanks for the quick shout. K9BDH, entering the metropolis of El Paso.
If you got a...
Okay, this is K9G Sharon, net control of the Friday Night Fun Net. I'm not really that big on cheese. Of course, you eat pizza, you definitely got to have cheese on. A few days ago, I went over and around the corner to Little Caesars. I got a cheese and sausage pizza. They're on and ready. They're definitely good. What I usually don't eat, I'll save it and eat to the next night. There, I heat up in the microwave oven. So that's what I do now. I got some several jars of pasta sauce I put on that pizza. That's good there. I grew up in Rydot. The little general store we used to have kitty corner from where we used to live. They used to sell Casino brick cheese. Oh boy, that was good. That was good. But I'm not a big cheese eater, but I'll tell you what, I was really big on that Casino brick cheese. Okay, that's enough of that. Any more stations you want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Speaking of Radio Expo, I hope I can get a ride there over there next Sunday. That'd be great. I really had a wonderful time there. So, okay, just a minute. Now I'm going to read it. This is from the. All right. This is the recipe. This is a recipe for sausage Swiss cheese dinner delight. Okay. This is from our local radio station here in Freeport, WFRL, put out what Freeport really likes, a cookbook back in 1981. So I got that. Here's the recipe for sausage and Swiss cheese dinner delight. 1 pound a package of pork sausage, 11-ounce can of cheddar cheese soup, 1/2 cup milk, 10 ounces of green beans, 1/3 cup chopped green pepper, 1/3 cup chopped onion, 1/4 teaspoon of dry mustard, 1/8 teaspoon pepper, and white sauce. 1/2. This is for the white sauce, I guess. 1/2 cup of dairy skim milk powder, 1 cup water, 2 teaspoons all-purpose flour, 1/2 teaspoon salt, and a pinch of white pepper. Mix white sauce in the saucepan. Beat till smooth. Cook and stir over low heat until mixture thickens. Simmer 1 to 2 minutes. Stir in 4 tablespoons of teaspoons of grated cheese. Crumble and brown sausage in skillet over moderate heat. Drain. Cook beans till crunchy. Drain. Mix all ingredients in a large bowl. Turn into panned or greased 1 1/2 quart casserole dish. Bake at 350 degrees for 30 minutes. That's your recipe from for sausage, Swiss cheese, dinner delight. Okay, just a minute here. All right. Here's a recipe for cheese strata, whatever that is. Okay, 12 slices of white bread, 3/4 pound sharp American cheese sliced, 1 10-ounce package frozen chopped broccoli, 2 cups diced cooked ham, 6 slightly beaten eggs, 3 1/2 cups of milk, 2 teaspoons of minced onion, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon dry mustard. Cut 12 donuts and holes from bread. Set aside. Fit all scraps of bread or the top crust to remove in bottom of 13 by 9 by 2 inch baking dish. Place cheese and layer over bread. Add broccoli layer next, then ham layer. Arrange bread, donuts, and holes on top. Combine remaining ingredients and pour over bread. Cover and refrigerate 6 hours or overnight. Bake uncovered at 325 degrees for 55 minutes. Make 12 servings. This is for a pretty finish. Sprinkle with shredded cheese 5 minutes before end of baking time. Let stand 10 minutes before cutting to firm. That's your recipe for cheese strata. Okay. Excuse me. Here's a broccoli recipe for broccoli casserole with cheese. 1/4 cup chopped onion, 6 teaspoons butter, 2 teaspoons flour, 1/2 cup water, 8-ounce cheese whiz, 1 pound chopped frozen broccoli, 3 well-beaten eggs, 1/2 cup cracker crumbs. Cook broccoli partially, cool and drain well. Combine onion, butter, flour, and water to make a white sauce. Add cheese whiz, broccoli, and eggs. Cover with breadcrumbs. Dot with butter. Bake at 325 degrees for 1.5 hours. Okay, there's your recipe for broccoli casserole with cheese. Okay. It's been a while since I read the recipes on the different cookbooks I have here. Okay. And before I continue, will we have any more stations you'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
KD9 GCR. This is KD9, Quebec Victor Echo, Greg and Beloit.
KD9QBE, Greg and Beloit. We got you checked in, Greg. We're talking about Monroe Cheese Days. I'm asking everybody what their favorite kind of cheese is. Do you like cheese at all? Do you have a favorite kind of cheese?
Well, it all depends on what I'm eating. I like Gouda for one thing, but on my salad, I like blue cheese. So those are probably my top 2 favorites, but I think I probably eat more cheddar cheese than anything else. 89 QVE.
That's what quite a few people on this network say. They like the cheddar cheese. That's pretty good. Okay, Greg, hey, thanks for checking in there. Any more stations want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay, before I continue, let me mention about the Martha Burnett. For many, many years, she was host of the Swiss program, or the Swiss Hour, as it used to be called, on the WEKZ the radio, AM 1260. It was on Sundays Sunday through Friday, shortly after 1 o'clock. It ran, I think it first ran for an hour, then was cut back to about 25 minutes. Excuse me. But that was a good. It was a good show. She played authentic Swiss and the German music. She was an institution on the radio for many years. She passed away, sad to say, about a couple years ago. But they named the stage at Monroe Cheese Days in honor of her. So that was a very popular show. I was kind of hoping in honor of Cheese Days that WEKZ would dig down into their archives and at least bring back, rebroadcast some of her that Swiss show that she used to do. But that's the way it goes. Okay, 8 more stations want to check the Friday Night Fun Net. Please call now. Okay, these next recipes are from the WCCI FM 100 Savannah, Illinois. Wonderful, creative cooking ideas. If I find some more cheese recipes, if I can find it here. All right. Oh, one moment, please. Okay, here's a recipe for carrot and cheese scallop. 12 medium carrots sliced. Dash of pepper, butter, or margarine. 1 small onion chopped. 1/4 cup flour. 2 cups milk. 1 teaspoon salt. Dash of pepper, or 1/4 teaspoon dry mustard. 1/4 teaspoon celery salt. 1 cup fresh breadcrumbs. 1 8-ounce package American cheese slices. In 1 inch of boiling salted water, heat carrots to boiling. Cover and cook 10 to 12 minutes or till crisp. Drain and set aside. Over low heat, melt 1/4 cup butter, add onion, and cook 5 minutes or until tender. Stir in flour until smooth. Stir in milk and salt, pepper, dry mustard, and celery salt. Cook mixture, stirring constantly until thickened. Preheat oven to 350 degrees. Melt 3 tablespoons of butter in small pan. Remove from fire, add breadcrumbs, and toss till well coated. In a lightly greased 2-quart casserole, evenly spread half of the carrots, then half of the cheese. Repeat. Pour sauce over all. Sprinkle with the breadcrumbs. Bake 20 minutes or until hot and bubbly. Yield. 8 servings. Excuse me. There's your recipe for carrot and cheese scallop. Okay. All right. Oh boy. Oh no. I don't know what happened. Okay. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed these cheese recipes I read for you. If that doesn't make you hungry, I don't know what will. Okay, at this time, do we have any more stations that like to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
59 GCR.
Go ahead, station call. This is K9G Sherwood Station trying to check in, come back. One more time, last station trying to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, come back. That sounded like Dave, AK9F, but I'm not sure. Dave, AK9F, is that you? Come on back.
It's AK9F, coming back to you. I was on the wrong PL. I got two channels of 160, of 610 in the radio here, and I was on the wrong one, so, over.
Stuff happens, Dave, don't worry about it. Okay, sounds good. AK9F. Okay, Dave, we're talking about, and this is a special Cheese Days edition of the Friday Night Fun Net in honor of Monroe, Wisconsin Cheese Days, which is this weekend. What kind of cheese do you like to eat?
Favorite cheese-based food is cheese curds. Genuine cheese curds. Over.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, they sell them all over the place. I think every county fair around here sells it. They even sold them at the Stevenson County Fair at the end of about a couple months ago there. So, okay, that sounds good there. Anything else you'd like to bring before the next?
Yes, continuing on my comment about the cheese curds, are you aware that a lot of them that are sold are not actually cheese curds, but rather just cut up cheese that is breaded and deep fried? Over.
No, I was not aware of that. Of course, I've never had the cheese curd, so I couldn't tell you. No, I was not aware of that.
Yeah, if the cheese curds are squarish and got sharp corners on them, even though they're breaded, they're probably just some kind of cheese that's sliced and cubed and deep fried. I heard this story from the Allison Dairyland when she was on the radio a while ago, that the Wisconsin Dairy Council was cracking down on a lot of the fairs that the sellers at the fairs that were selling the fried cheese as cheese curds, because it's a totally different cheese product. Over.
Oh boy, well, in a way that wouldn't be a bad idea. If they're going to sell those so-called cheese curds, they ought to just sell them and let them know what they really are, so that way they can tell tell that from the real thing there. Oh boy, I don't know what it is with people there.
I just want to make an extra buck because cheese curds aren't as easily available as just regular brick cheese.
This is KC9GCR with the Friday Night Fun Net at WIAXE repeater Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net Central and Freeport. Well, you know that I think that there were some bills passed in the Wisconsin legislature. Some of these companies are advertising, I don't know what it is, some kind of drinks as non-dairy products as milk, and I'll tell you what, I think they got told they can't do that, because I think they even got written in the laws as to what the real definition of milk is, from what I understand.
What I've heard also, and the fact is that it must come from a cow. It can't come from plants.
I agree with you 100%. To me, anyway. Well, yeah, I don't drink milk anyway, but I'll tell you what. But I agree. They should any beverage that comes from a plant, they call it milk. Well, that is not milk. And I agree with you. Only place where milk comes from is a cow or a goat.
I agree. Okay, I will let you go and get back to the net, and I'll be on the side for a while.
Sounds good. Okay. Thanks for checking in, Dave 73. Have a safe trip home, and thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Any more stations want to check at this time, please call now. Okay, sorry about it. Okay, well, we're going to do, any more stations want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay. I still do not have the brand new tech Q&A book from ARRL. And I'll have to buy a copy at the Belvedere Hamfest next Sunday. Well, first of all, I gotta make sure I have a way to get there first. We're gonna do by the way, there will be a VE testing session on Sunday morning, the day of the Hamfest, from 9 a.m. until noon. That'll be Sunday, September the 25th, during the CFMC Hamfest. Okay, I'm gonna read some questions from the ARRL's general and extra Q&A books. So I'm not reading that one. No. I'm trying to avoid reading the same questions. Here. Yeah, I read that. Oh, God. Okay. I think I found one here. Which mode of voice communications is most commonly used on the HF amateur bands? A. Frequency modulation. B. Double sideband. C. Single sideband. D. Phase modulation. Which mode of voice communications is most commonly used on the HF amateur bands? A. Frequency modulation. B. Double sideband. C. Single sideband. D. Phase modulation. Anybody correct to answer this question?
KD9EPZ, C is in Charlie.
You are correct, Al. You are correct. Which mode of voice communication is most commonly used on the HF bands? Correct answer is C, Charlie, single sideband. Most amateurs who use voice communications on the high frequency bands use single sideband or SSB voice. There are some operators who prefer the high fidelity sound of double sideband amplitude modulation, or AM. Or as we used to say back in the CB days, Ancient Mary. Anyway, AM requires more than twice the bandwidth of an SSB signal, however. There is also some frequency modulated, or FM and phase modulation, PM voice operation on the 10-meter band, but that mode also requires a much wider bandwidth than SSB. Some amateurs are beginning to experiment with digitally encoded voice communication. They can stick it up there, you know what, as far as I'm concerned. But SSB is the most common HF voice mode. General Class License Manual, page 2-9. Al, K9EPZ. Let me check you in. How are things going with you?
As long as you can get that question answered in time, I just came out of the other, trying to catch my breath. Anyway, I know you're going to ask me, so two kinds of cheese are my favorite. Swiss cheese every day. Love Swiss cheese on a hamburger or a grilled cheese sandwich. The other one I like for just munching is aged smoked cheddar. Real cheddar, like 10-year-old cheddar smoked.
Sounds good, Al. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Hey, back when you were able to get around, when you were able to drive and whatever, did you ever go up to Monroe, Wisconsin for the cheese day? K9EPC. Al, I was asking you back when you were able to drive or get around. Were you ever able to go up to Monroe for Cheese Day?
No, never. Am I having trouble, or you didn't hear me the first time?
Well, I was hearing you fine for the past couple minutes. It sounds like when you were transmitting, you seems like you cut yourself off or what have you there. But I was asking you, did you ever go up to Cheese Days in Monroe years ago?
Nope, never been to Monroe.
Oh yeah, that's good. Nice town. I think about 10,000 population. They're a courthouse square that's surrounded on all sides by businesses. And you got their courthouse. I think it's well over 100 years old. They're doing some remodeling on the clock tower there, because there's a lot of scaffolding there. But that's a beautiful old courthouse there.
Sounds like a nice place. I mean, I do talk to people from there on the radio, of course, and I've even bought some things from there. My Uniden scanner came from there.
Oh yeah, he must have bought it at the Radio Shack up there. Yeah, that's the only Radio Shack store in this whole area. There's no Radio Shack store in Freeport or in Rockford. So anybody listening, you want to buy a Radio Shack scanner, you gotta drive up to Monroe, Wisconsin, in order to pick up one. Okay, Al. Hey, Night Watch came in pretty good last night, but it was not enough in my judgment to try to check in. So we'll just see what happens tonight after I get done with the net. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, I was going to say last night, according to the conditions, according to the propagation map that's on the internet, we had a super band opening on VHF last night. But I stay up for quite a while and made a few calls on 5.2 and never got any response. So I don't know. I guess nobody took advantage of the band opening.
Yeah, and I was told that 10 meters was wide open the other day.
I was lucky for a short time where my noise level was down lower, and now all of a sudden it's back up again. So until I can get both my HF antennas working so I can run the noise canceller, I don't do much HF.
What is a geomagnetic storm? A sudden drop in the solar flux index. B, a thunderstorm that affects radio propagation. C, ripples in the ionosphere. D, a temporary disturbance in the Earth's magnetosphere. What is a geomagnetic storm? A sudden drop in the solar flux index. B, a thunderstorm that affects radio propagation. C, ripples in the ionosphere. D, a temporary disturbance in Earth's magnetosphere. Anybody have correct answer to this question?
EPZ, come on, people. I think it's D as D. I'm not sure, but I think it is.
Well, you think it is, and you are right. You are correct, Al. What is a geomagnetic storm? The correct answer is D delta, a temporary disturbance in Earth's magnetosphere. Geomagnetic disturbances result when charged particles from a solar flare reach the Earth. When these charged particles reach the Earth's magnetic field, they are deflected toward the north and south poles. Radio communications along higher latitude paths, or latitudes greater than about 45 degrees in parentheses, will be more affected than paths closer to the equator. The charged particles from the sun may make the Earth, the F region, seem to disappear or seem to split into many layers, degrading or completely blocking out long-distance radio communications. General Class License Manual, page 811. Okay. All right. Okay. I haven't read this question for a while. What signals are used to conduct a two-tone test? A. Two audio signals of the same frequency shifted 90 degrees. B. Two non-harmonically related audio signals. C. Two swept frequency tones. D. Two audio frequency range square wave signals of equal amplitude. What signals are used to conduct a two-tone test? A. Two audio signals of the same frequency shifted 90 degrees. B. Two non-harmonically related audio signals. C. Two swept frequency tones. D. Two audio frequency ranges, square wave signals of equal amplitude. Anybody have a correct answer to this question? Okay, what signals are used to conduct a two-tone test? Correct answer is B. Bravo. Two non-harmonically related audio signals. That refers to another question. We're not going to worry about that. Okay, we'll find... Okay, I think what I'm going to do, we're going to move on to the extra portion of the Friday Night Fun Net Trivia. Before we do, though, are there any more stations who just joined us who'd like to check in? Please call now.
For Charlie 9, Golf Oscar, Larry and Rockton.
EC9GO, Larry and Rockton. Good evening, Larry. In honor of Monroe, Wisconsin Cheese Days, we're talking about cheese. I'm asking everybody what their favorite cheese is.
Well, we went to Cheese Days today. How about that? My wife and I went over there late this morning, stayed for a couple hours, kind of enjoyed ourselves. We had the fried cheese curds put on by the Optimus over there. That was really good. And then we had, let's see, we had a toasted cheese sandwich put on by another group over there. And I had lemonade as well. So, and then we stopped at the cheese store on the way out of town and bought another 4 packs of cheese. Anyhow, I used to like cheese, but I'm really enjoying it now. And in general, I like the light cheese, not the sharp type. But anyhow, that's the way it goes. AC9GO, back to net.
Sounds good. I'm glad you had a wonderful time there. Are you going to be going back up there this weekend, or have you had your fill of it already?
I'm afraid this weekend's going to be really crowded because it was fairly crowded today. So I think I've probably had enough. Had a good, like we said, we had a good time and we ate well and everything.
But at my age, you don't do that every day. H39GO.
Hey, that sounds good, Larry. Yeah, I hear you. I'm sure that I'm thinking they're probably going to have the biggest turnout they've had in a long time because it's held every 2 years, and they didn't have it back in 2020 because of the virus, the pandemic. There, so that's good. So yeah, they have it every 2 years. So Larry, thanks for checking in. You have a good evening. Maybe we'll hear you on the Ragtune Net tomorrow night.
I keep missing that. I'll try to get on there again. AC9GO.
Okay, sounds good, Larry. I believe Larry K9KZT will be net control of the station tomorrow night. Okay, AC9GO, thanks for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Enjoy your evening there. Any more stations want to check the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and read questions from the ARRL extra Q&A book. So we'll find what we can see, what we can find here. Did you? Oh. Okay. I don't think I read this one for a while. What might help to restore contact when DX signals become too weak to copy across an entire HF band a few hours after sunset? A. Switch to a higher frequency HF band. B. Switch to a lower frequency HF band. C. Wait 90 minutes. D. Wait. What might help to restore contact when DX signals become too weak to copy across an entire HF band a few hours after sunset? HF band. B. Switch to a lower frequency HF band. D. Wait 24 hours before attempting another communication on the band. Anybody have a correct answer to this question?
Noise is coming from, but anyhow, I would think they would be B, switch to a lower HF band, AC9GO.
This is KC9GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net, W9AXC, repeating Robert, transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net, Central in Freeport. You are correct, Larry, you are correct. What might help to restore contact when DX signals become too weak to copy across the entire HF band a few hours after sunset? Correct answer is B, Bravo, switch to a lower frequency HF band. Weak and fluttery signals after sunset indicate that band conditions are deteriorating. You can continue to operate by changing frequencies. In this case, you'll want to operate at a lower frequency because the MUF has moved lower as well. Extra class license manual, page 10-7. Okay. Okay. Which of the following amateur bands most frequency provides long path propagation? A, 80 meters, B, 20 meters, C, 10 meters, D, 6 meters. Which of the following amateur bands most frequently provides long path propagation? A, 80 meters, B, 20 meters, C, 10 meters, D, 6 meters. Anybody have correct answer to this question?
Meters is more likely than any because
10 is not always active, and neither is 6. AC9GO.
You are correct, Larry. You are correct. Which of the following amateur bands most frequency provides long path propagation? The correct answer is B, Bravo, 20 meters. You can consistently make use of long path enhancement on the 20-meter band. All it takes is a modest beam antenna with a relatively high gain compared to a dipole, such as a Yagi or a quad at a height of that enhances radiation at low vertical angles. Extra class license manual, page 10-9. Well, for me here, I got an indoor dipole and antenna. Each section extends about 12 feet or so there. Okay. Some of these questions are too technical. I'm trying to find more simple questions here. All right. Nah, I'm not reading that one either. I doubt if anybody around here ever uses microwave. Oh, boy. Oh, God. Okay. Okay. Which of the following can be used to generate FM phone emissions? A, a balanced modulator on the audio amplifier. B, a reactance modulator on the oscillator. C, a reactance modulator on the final amplifier. D, a balanced modulator on the oscillator. Which of the following can be used to generate FM phone emissions? A, a balanced modulator on the audio amplifier. B, a reactance modulator on the oscillator. C, a reactance modulator on the final amplifier. D, a balanced modulator on the oscillator. Anybody correct to answer this question? Phone emissions. Correct answer is B, Bravo, a reactance modulator on the oscillator. A reactance modulator connected to the transmitter master oscillator is a tank circuit is a simple and satisfactory device for producing true FM in an amateur transmitter. Extra class license manual, page 6-23. Folks, I think that's going to do it for Friday Night Fun Net trivia for this week. We'll do it again next Friday night. Okay. Any more stations want to check in, please call. Okay, I've been watching the weather, watching Channel 39, their 9 o'clock news. I got the weather report here. What's for Saturday, 3 p.m.? Oh, boy, I can't tell what that is. 73 degrees in the high for Monroe tomorrow, 73 here, and 82 in Rockford, so I don't know what to tell you. It might be that... We'll see what happens there. Okay. Sunday severe threat. Carroll, Ogle, Whiteside, and Lee County are in the brown area, and then the Stevenson, Winnebago counties in the green area. So marginal, or the green area is marginal, and the Other area it's light, so okay. What's okay? Oh boy, look at that. Look at that. Monday, Tuesday, we're in the real red area. Going to be the hot weather. I'm happy to announce the return of summer. Enjoy it, folks. Get those fans and ACs going. 82 Saturday, 82 Sunday, 80 Monday, 86 Tuesday, 85 on Wednesday. Enjoy, folks. Summer's back. Enjoy it while it lasts, because Thursday, I think autumn finally starts to rear its ugly head. Don't tell anybody I said that. Okay, any more stations want to check the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now. Okay, so far I've got 19 check-ins. I think it's a slow turnout. I think everybody's up in Monroe for Cheese Day. That's why. Of course, seriously, I think everybody's enjoying the nice weather. So I think that explains it there. So, okay. Any more stations want to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
KC9 GCR. K9FLO.
K9FLO. Hello, Dean. You're checking number 20. Let me put you down. K9FLO. Okay, Dean, I've got you checked in. In honor of cheese days in Monroe this weekend, I'm asking everybody what their favorite kind of cheese is.
KC9 GCR, K9FLO. Good evening, Jimmy. Made it down here in time, I think. And glad, number 20, that's a good number. I can live with that. Let's see, cheese. Oh, my favorite cheese, without doubt, is extra sharp cheddar. Would be my number one. Unless you're having grilled cheese sandwich, and I like American cheese on there. And if I'm having a Italian beef, I like my mozzarella cheese on that there. And I got one more I like real well too, is ham, grilled ham and cheese, and the cheese on that there would be no, I can't think of it. But I enjoy my cheese. I'm not too fussy. I enjoy them all. But I think the one I like the best that we use like on chili and stuff like that is a shredded extra sharp cheddar. That's probably because we're old and our taste buds are all shot there. Jimmy, go ahead.
Okay, that's good. A lot of this, quite a few people on this network saying they like cheddar cheese and what have you. And well, of course, I eat cheese on pizza. Other than that, I'm not that big on cheese. But I was mentioning earlier when I grew up in a small town of Rydot there, we had a general store, kitty corner across the street. They always used to sell different kinds of like homemade cheese. They're like a casino brick cheese. And I'll tell you what, I like that cheese. That was really good too. Another kind of cheese there, I don't know what it was, but it always had holes in it. But that was good too.
Very true. I'm not into the sour cheese. Never have. I'm trying to think. Like leaning towards the Limburger and stuff like that. It's not my thing. Although I do like. Now I can't think what it's called. On a sauerkraut and corned beef. I like the, I think that's the, oh boy, I can't think what the cheese on there is, but that's always real good. Generally, I'm very comfortable with all cheeses, but I find some of them help certain foods, and you know, it's like I gotta have my mozzarella on it, like Italian beef, and Swiss is always good on ham, so I do like my Swiss. So I guess I have a bad habit of liking cheese there, Jimmy.
You know, I tell you what, I always say, if you can't enjoy yourself, you can't eat your favorite food, you might as well be dead. That's how I always said that. So that's for sure. When I last month, or when I was at the doctor's office, everything was good. My cholesterol was low, and what have you there. And excuse me. I was eating some of my favorite foods there too. Everything is well. I don't have to go back there for a year. So that is really good.
Oh, very good. Congratulations. That's always a good thing to hear. You know, at this point, when Doc says you're doing pretty good, that's a good thing. I've got an appointment coming up next month for my semi-annual physical, and see how that goes, and I think that's it. And that should be very quiet. Let's see, we got a Hamfest coming up in another, couple weeks, I guess? Yeah. So it's going to be an interesting month, and as you're totally aware of, it's definitely getting darker out quicker. I'm not really happy about that. At least the temperatures are staying very pleasant. I can enjoy this. So I don't have any idea what kind of winter we're going to have, Jimmy. Maybe we'll have a nice moderated winter. I'm hoping I can live with that, although I'd probably get complaint letters from the local power companies and gas company, of course, there. So, anywho, KC9GCR, KNFL.
Yeah, that's a week from this coming Sunday. The 25th is a Hamfest here. I'm before next weekend. I want to see if I can make arrangements with somebody to come and pick me up, because I'd like to go there again. Last year it was Kerry K9 MAP who came and picked me up, brought me. We had a good time there. He brought me back home again. So I don't know. I'm going to ask around and see if somebody can come and pick me up and take me there.
That sounds good. Yeah, I hope it works out. Hope to see you there. We've got a couple tables at the fest, and ours will be right next to the rah-rah tables, and or Kurt, and we'll have our stuff on there too. And hopefully we'll have people come along and depart some of that, make our load less to take home. I always look forward to that one. Of course, the drawback is at the end of summer, and either it's going to be nice, pleasant, although I think last year, a couple of years ago, we had rain the whole time, and that was a horrible event, and we were tailgating on that one. But hopefully this one will be very good. And the weather forecast I saw this evening showed that Saturday and Sunday can be very good. So maybe it'll turn out good. And I'm hoping that there will be an excellent turnout to show up, to give good presentation for our area, to help out or keep the Chicago Club using Boone County as their place to have their Hamfest. So I'm hoping everybody be in the mood of selling and buying. How about that, Jimmy?
Yeah, that sounds great. Sounds great. I don't know if you have UHF capabilities or not, but you see, they have the Chicago FM Club has their. They have several different nets here, but the one I like to listen to every night is the Night Watch net. That runs. That'll be getting underway in about 21 minutes at 10 o'clock. It's on 443.790 CFMC 440 machine in Chicago. That has a PL of 114.8 plus offset. You can also get in via the echo link. You can't get into the repeater. They've been talking about the Radio Expo every night there during that net. I don't know how conditions will be. Last night conditions were good, but not good enough for me to check into that net. But that was but they always mention that. But like I said, I hope I can get a ride to there next Sunday.
I hope so too. Did you say 443790?
No. 443-750. 750. FIVE.
Got it marked down here. I'll have to listen to it. Yes, indeed. You bet. Well, I know one of the members there at the club. They used to come up to the Beloit meetings all the time. So it's always enjoyable having them around. And usually that one there, I'm pretty successful in selling or buying. Although at this point, I'm more in the selling point. The buying days are probably gone, as the wife told me. Something about a cold day in that place way down below that I'll be buying anything more. So I'm at that position now, Jimmy.
Okay, sounds good. I'm not really looking forward to buy any new equipment. I got more than I can shake a stick at. I'm looking to. What I really want to buy is the new ARRL Tech Q&A book, so I can use that during the the trivia segment there. And if I see something else, I might buy it. But that's last year I bought a new fine cap there when I had yellow cap. I had a black lettering Friday Night Fun Net K9 GCR. That was replaced the one that I lost there. So I bought a. Let's see. It was the what was it? ARRL handbook there for 2021, and I think I also bought a new the 2021 repeater directory. So what I really want to get is the new Tech Q&A book.
Yeah, sounds good. I don't know if any of the vendors that are going to be there at all. I don't know if they're having any inside. Hope so. Being that COVID is more or less over, and some of the vendors are going to come out. Kind of miss the days of seeing some of the big ones, but maybe they'll start showing up this year. I can remember years ago when the Dead Hamfest was in gosh, I can't think of it now. Not Round Lake, or I can't think of it. One of the northwest suburbs, and it was always nice going to. It used to be a big crowd there, but they moved it out here, which was really good. But I think the interests have changed on it. Maybe the younger generation can't do all this radio equipment hoarding their Jimmy KC9 GCR, K9FO.
This is K9 GCR, the Friday Night Fun and W9EXT repeater Rockford transmitting for Friday Night Fun and Central and Freeport. That was the in those days was the Grays Lake Ham Fest. Dad, remember they used to have the same that they had the Grays Lake Ham Fest the same weekend that they had the Peoria Ham Fest.
Yep, I do remember that, and yes, indeed, I remember going to, that's right, Grays Lake, and they, I think they tore the fairground facilities down and turned it into suburbs or something like that, but I think that's what happened to that. Yeah, that's too bad, but it was always fun going in there. It was like a pretty quick trip from here, but I was always very successful going into that one there. But, it's changed. Now we get different people involved, and I think some of the newer people are not into the buying parts and building things anymore. But that's okay. We all have to change. I need to unload half of my stuff here, so maybe this Hamfest I'll bring more out than I usually do. So, well, I hope you get a ride there, Jimmy. By golly, be talking to you next week, find out for sure how you're going to fare on that. And like I said, we'll be at a table inside the building, and be over there next to where Kurt's going to have his location. So it should work out real good. And looking to sell, and maybe buy something too. Who knows? Jimmy, go ahead.
Okay, sounds good. I think there was another station trying to come in there. Dean, 7-3, have a good evening. Fun then. We'll talk to you next Friday night. Was there any station trying to check in? Please call now. Okay. Any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
7-3, Jimmy, talking to you later. KNFL.
Okay, thanks for checking in. Dean, we'll talk to you next week. Okay, I'll tell you what, let me give you a rundown of all the other nets we have here. In exactly 15 minutes at 10 o'clock. If you're able to pick up the 443.750 repeater in Chicago with PL 114.8. Plus all set, there's the Night Watch net. That's put on by Chicago FM Club. That net runs 7 nights a week. And if you cannot get to that repair, you can get into via the Echo Link. Last night that net ran for just about. Sometimes that runs an hour and a half, or who knows how long. But that's a good net they have every night. That net runs 7 nights a week. Also, don't forget. Here we got the Saturday. We go around, we talk about different subjects, different topics there. We have rotating net controls. I believe Larry, K9KCT, will be your net control station tomorrow night. We usually average around 8, 9, or 10 check-ins. We usually run for. But if you're not doing Saturday Ragtune net. Then there's the Saturday Night Fun Net, which gets underway at 9 p.m. on the 146.9 Berlin. That has a PL. That's a lot more structured than this one. You gotta check in certain ways, and some of the topics they talk about, I wouldn't even dream of even bringing them up on this net. But I like to promote that net anyway. If the conditions are favorable, sometimes I'll even get in and check in. And I do mid. Also the CFM Friday Night Fun Net, because I check. They know all about it. Okay, Sunday evenings at 7:30 p.m. on the 145.110 repeat. 0.0 minus offset. The Greene County area. Scott, Case 9YI. I'm sure they'll be talking a lot about cheese days. Because it's a combination areas races. Okay, Monday evenings at 7 p.m. here on this repeater. We got Monday Night Rah-Rah info net. Larry, K9KGT, and I share the duties of net control. Then at 8 p.m. on Monday evenings on the 146.970 repeater in Dixon, the PL 82.5 minus offset. We got the Lee County Aries races net is held. And at 8:30, the Kishwaukee Monday evening net on the 146.730 repeater in DeKalb with the PL 100.0 minus offset. Oh, gee whiz, and I forgot to mention. Saturday, Sunday evenings at 8 p.m. on the 147.375 repeater in Belvedere. PL 100.0 plus offset. We got the Big Thunder amp radio couple holds. It's a Sunday evening net. I'm sure there'll be a lot of conversation about the Radio Expo on that net too. Also Sunday evening at 8 p.m. on the 146.850 repeater in Sterling. PL 114.8 minus offset. The Whiteside County Aries group holds its Sunday evening net. I believe it's Lloyd KB9APW. He's EC down in Whiteside County. He's one of the net control operators for that net. All right, okay, that's done with. Okay, Tuesday evenings at 7 p.m. on the 147.195 repeater in Rockford, PL 114.8 plus offset. We have the first of the two health and tech nets. The Tuesday edition is held at 7 p.m. It's hosted by Larry Ace9GO. And I host the Thursday evening edition immediately following the Northern Illinois Skywarn, the training net. Also at 7 p.m. on the 145.450 repeater in Janesville, PL 123.0 minus offset. The Rock County Aries Races net is held.
KC9 CFL to net control.
KC9 CFL, go ahead, Mike.
Hey, Jimmy, I just wanted to check in. I know I'm running kind of late tonight, but I always like to make sure I try and check into your net. And I will be checking in tomorrow night at the Rag Shoe net. KC9 CFL back to net control.
Sounds good, Mike. Good hearing from you. We're talking about Cheese Day in Monroe, Wisconsin, having their Cheese Days this weekend. In honor of that, I'm asking everybody what their favorite kind of cheese is.
Well, I like sharp cheddar. My great grandmother, though, she used to drink Limburger cheese, and that smells to high heaven. Oh my God, it's rough.
I hear you, Mike. I hear you. Okay. Hey, you have a good evening. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. We'll definitely talk to you tomorrow night in the Rag Shoe Net. This is KC9GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net, a W9AXT repeater in Rockford, transferring from Friday Night Fun Net Center in Freeport. Do we have any more stations I'd like to check in? Please call now. Okay, I was continue mentioning the other nets we have in the area. Tuesday evenings at 9 p.m. on the 147.165 repeater in Oregon. That has a PL of 146.2 plus offset. The Ogle County Amp Radio net for Aries Skywarn holds its Tuesday evening net. Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m. here in Freeport on the 147.390 repeater, PL 114.8 plus offset. I host the weekly Steams County Aries net. Then at 7:30 p.m. on the 147.120 repeater in Boyd with a PL 123.0 plus offset, the Greater Boyd Amp Radio Club holds its Wednesday evening net. And again at 8 p.m. here in Freeport on the 147.390 repeater, PL 114.8 plus offset, we have our Wednesday evening swap net. It runs from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. until all traffic is handled. Mel, N9RPN, the trustee of the 39 repeater, and I share the duties as net control operator. Mel brings us amateur radio news line, 15-minute independent news broadcast devoted entirely to amateur radio. Okay. Then don't forget, Thursday evenings at 7 p.m. on the 147.195 repeater, we have the Northern Illinois Skywarn Training Net. If you missed the net last night, you missed a good one. Ricky, WX9RLT, your net control station, they were having a discussion about reading the information about tornado safety, what to do and what have you. We had a good turnout last night of 11 check-ins. I think that's the highest turnout we've had since we started doing this net again. Then immediately following the Skywarn, the train net, I will be hosting the the Thursday evening health and tech net. We ask everybody how they're getting along health-wise, and if anybody has any technical questions. Okay. On HF, on the 14.287 megahertz, 20 meters upper sideband, Chuck, WD9BB, hosts the senile net. That runs every morning from between the hours of 1400 and 1500 hours. 14.287 megahertz, 20 meters upper sideband. Okay, now you're all caught up to date on your local nets. Support your local net control operators, your local nets, your local repeaters. If you're a member of any ham radio club, by all means support your local club. Okay, at this time, any more stations would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please go now. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put down KF9SD, Panwarn, Illinois. I talked to him earlier this evening on the 39 repeater. He said he wasn't going to be able to check in the net tonight, so I told him I'd put him down. And also, I'm going to put down the mic. KB9ZDD. He's got a new antenna on his mobile unit. I talked to him all the way from Freeport almost to his QTH near Davis. His antenna was working fine, so I wasn't sure whether he'd check in or not. So I go ahead and I put him down. So, okay. Any more stations want to check in? Please call now.
Hey, you can throw me down there, Jimmy, WX9RLT.
WX9RLT. Good evening, Rick. The net control of the Northern Illinois Skywarn train net Thursday evenings at 7 p.m. on the 195 repeater. I just mentioned the net. Great job. I think that's probably the best net we've had so far since we started up again. 11 check-ins, that ain't bad.
It definitely was a great turnout, so I can't say thank you enough to everybody that checked in there. So I was listening a little bit there before jumping in, and the topic was for the favorite cheese, and mine's American cheese. So I know it's simple, but hey, you can't beat American. So back to you, Jimmy.
Okay, that's for sure. Well, and I did mention during the traffic portion of the net that we may have. There's a possibility of severe weather this coming Sunday, and I mentioned anything happens, I told everybody where to tune it to, and who will be running the net.
Much appreciated there, Jimmy. Yeah, it's kind of hit or miss at the moment. You know, in a way I'm kind of hoping for it, and at the same time I'm not. So definitely be good to have a good thunderstorm, but, you know, I know also the severe consequences of, you know, severe weather. So. But yeah, definitely, I mean, man, we've had quite a bit of rain lately. Holy cow. You know, 5 inches that last, you know, a couple days ago. And then, you know, like another 4 or 5 before that. And, you know, so definitely quite a bit of rain. And, you know, I'll take rain over snow any day, though. So definitely one of those things you got to keep your eyes to the sky and, you know, hope for the best. And, you know, if needed, you know, we'll definitely activate. Good to hear everybody out there. I'm going to go back and, you know, after the net, go and listen to Mike's recording of the net and catch up on the first half there. So it sounds like you definitely got a good net going. So I'll send it back to you, Jimmy. Much appreciated for having me. WX9RLT.
You're welcome, Ricky, and thanks for checking in. That means I won't have to put you down as an honorary check-in. That's great. Okay, we'll see what happens Sunday. So, okay, thanks for checking in, Ricky. Any more stations want to check in, please call now.
Hey, Jimmy, do you mind if I go direct with Mike real quick?
Sure, he's still listening. Go right ahead.
It's the only time I'm really going to catch him, and nobody was jumping in there to check in there. Hey, Mike, I can't first say thank you enough for recording, but the purpose of reaching out to you, holy cow, man, you got some big kahunas. And that's putting it nicely. I watched your video up on YouTube there, and you'll never catch me jumping out of a plane. Man, and you did awesome. So just wanted to reach out and say congratulations. That was an amazing video, man. And, man, you definitely knocked that one off the bucket list.
Yep, KD9MED here. Yep, that was the first time I ever skydived, and I thought, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to go big, and I did the 18,000 feet, which is the highest you can legally go. So the guy I jumped with was Lou from South America. He's got about 4,000 jumps in. 89 MED, back to net.
Hey, you definitely did an amazing job with that video, man. Yeah, like I said, just wanted to reach out there. So, congratulations, and maybe one day I'll knock that off my bucket list. But that was a good video, and I'm glad you did it, and glad you're safe, man. So, congratulations. I'll send it back to you, Jimmy. WX9 RLT. Thank you, Jimmy.
You're welcome, Ricky. Now, let's hope you two finally meet each other a week from this coming Sunday.
Do you plan on going to the Handfest?
I'm planning on going. All I have to do is see if I'm trying to find a ride there. So we'll see what happens. This is what's great about this net, folks. We are not formal. We have our own rules, and it's several different nets in one. This is KC9GCR with the Friday Night Fun Net. The W9AXD repeated in Rockford, transmitting from Friday Night Fun Net Central here in Freeport. It is now 10 p.m. curfew time. Parents, do you know where your children are at?
Yeah, I sent them in a car to Monroe, Wisconsin to eat cheese.
KC9GCR. Hey, let me get back to you. Lockdown. At this very minute, the Winnebago County Jail is going into lockdown. Terry, K9MAP was telling me last year he was listening to county jail frequencies, and at 10 o'clock, the dispatch puts out the call. Lockdown. The Winnebago County Jail is going into lockdown. All the jailbirds have got to go to bed now. N9NQD. Art, good evening. What's going on with you?
Oh, not a whole heck of a lot. Yeah, they're probably doing a head count. Make sure that all the little prisoners are still there and haven't escaped. Yeah, such a deal. So, talking about cheese tonight, huh?
Oh, yeah, Monroe Cheese Days this weekend. First time they've had it in 4 years. They couldn't have it 2 years ago because of the pandemic. That's what we're talking about. I'm asking everybody what their favorite cheese is.
Okay. What's your favorite cheese?
When I was younger, and the town of Wright out there, where we lived kitty corner across the street from the general store. Excuse me. They used to sell several different kinds of homemade cheeses. They had the Casino brick cheese, and I'll tell you what, there, that was really good. I really like that cheese.
Okay, I heard everything from pepper jack to baby Swiss to sharp cheddar. Someone mentioned Limburger. I like Colby Longhorn put on top of a hamburger. Yeah, cheeseburger, Colby Longhorn. The other one I really like as of late is Havarti jalapeno. You ever had any of that?
No, never did.
Well, I'll tell you what, you can pick some up at Aldi's. Of all places, it comes in a block, and you'll have to have a cheese slicer. Open it up and slice off a piece of that, and that goes good on top of a hamburger, too. Jalapeno Havarti. Yeah, very mild cheese, but it's good.
Oh, okay, sounds good. You know, one of the local establishments here, it's the Royal Pub there. It's just a few blocks west of me. I got their menu. They deliver like hamburgers or cheeseburgers, something like that. That costs you about $20 or so, but with delivery and the tax, but it's worth it. Sometimes I'll have cheese on, and that. I like ketchup and mustard when I have the works on my hamburger, but I'll tell you what, with some of that cheese there, that's really good.
Roger. Now you said this Casino brick cheese, is that what you like over in Rydot?
Yeah, Casino brick cheese. That's what they called it.
Okay. And then what do you like on top of your pizza?
Well, usually, along with the cheese, I usually have like bacon, mushrooms, or green peppers.
Okay, I like it with everything. And even after I get through having everything, and that includes bacon, I'll put 3 different types of cheese on top. That Havarti, sharp cheddar, and mozzarella on top. And it all melts in, and all you can see on the top of the pizza is cheese.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. Recently, I don't know if it was Rosati's or Pizza Hut. They had like a Hawaiian pizza there with they had the pineapples on it. I'll tell you what, that was good.
Yeah, I've never had it. I can imagine the pineapple, a good pineapple. Carved one up, a Dole pineapple. You were talking before, you need radio repair?
Are you talking about last Friday night's and then?
Oh, tonight. You mentioned something about your radio and something about a repair.
Oh, I was talking to Kevin, W9KLG. He's got me, he's ordered me a desk mic for this, ASU FPM 100. He's gonna. I said. I told him whenever he gets a chance to come. He and Justin K9FVO can come over, and I would have. Then he would. They would have to remove the front panel from this radio in order to connect and disconnect the microphone.
There's no microphone connector on that thing?
Yeah, yes, there is, but I would have to remove the front section of that radio in order to get to it, and I don't know how to do it.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe all you needed was an adapter. You know, there's a guy down in Jerry CB down Route 39. He can do most any microphone. He's pretty sharp. And he makes adapters for radios.
Oh, okay, that sounds good. Like I said, I don't know. Kevin's family kind of under the weather there, so I told him get that to me as soon as possible. Whenever you want to get it to me, just give me a call and you can come over and we'll get that thing to connect. It's a desk mic. Excuse me. The only thing is, I would have to be careful. I would have to, my head would have to be about 2 feet away from the mic in order to transmit. If I get any closer, it would probably be my signal would probably be distorted.
That depends upon the mic. The other thing I heard you make mention of was a ham fest next Sunday after this or something next week. Where's that at?
Yeah, the Chicago FM Club, CFMC Radio Expo they call it, but it's going to be at the Boone County Fairgrounds in Belvedere. It's going to be a week from this coming Sunday.
Okay, the Belvedere Ham Fest. That's what I usually call it. Okay. Well, I have to check with somebody else about possibly getting a ticket and see if I can catch a ride.
Yeah, but well, that's what I'm looking forward to. I like to go, but I got to get a ride first. Yeah, I think it's $8 in advance, and I believe it's $10 at the gate. Let's see, the flea markets, the outdoor flea markets open at 6 a.m., and then the buildings themselves open at 8 p.m. It's supposed to run from 8 p.m. until 3 p.m.
So that's on the 25th.
Yeah, that's correct, yes.
Okay, well, I got plenty of time. Somebody I knew over there in Belvedere was selling tickets. Doggone it, I think Jamie hooked me up the last time we went.
Okay, that sounds good. Well, maybe hopefully I get to go there. Maybe I'll see you there.
Yeah, maybe if I get hooked up. Car's not running right now, so yeah, maybe I can have him possibly take me, and maybe we can go over there and get some tickets ahead of time. I'd like to do that too. I should probably give him a call tomorrow.
I'll tell you what. I don't know if Richard N9ZO in Belvedere has any tickets or not. But if he does, you might want to contact him.
Yeah, I think that's who we got him from last year or the year before or something. And yeah, we went over there and met him. Pretty nice gentleman.
Yes, he is. I have the pleasure of meeting him. That you bet. Okay, Art. Hey. Thanks for checking into the Friday Night Fun Day. You have a good evening, and we'll talk to you next Friday night. Oh yeah, next week's Friday Night Fun Day. It's going to be all about Radio Expo. I'm going to ask everybody what do you look forward to buy? You go, do you go to buy stuff at Hamfest, or you go just to meet people, or both? So a lot of people don't even spend one single penny there. They just go there just to meet people.
Yeah, done that on all levels. Met people that I haven't seen in ages. Met people from out of Chicago that I know. Very interesting. And meet and see some interesting equipment, and that's what I like about it. It's really neat. And if it's on a nice sunny Sunday, it's going to be pretty good. So, yeah, hopefully I'll get hooked up and be able to enjoy that on a Sunday.
Sounds good there, Art. Okay, 7-3, have a good evening. Hopefully we'll talk to you next week. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun. That K-Sign-G Share will be clear.
You'll find NNQD clear.
Okay, do we have any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun at this time? Please call now.
How many check-ins you got?
25. You're checking number 25.
Okay. I almost forgot to ask that. Yeah. I have to go to Aldi tomorrow and get some of that Havarti cheese. Yeah. You do that too, and let me know how you like that. I think you will.
Okay, sounds good, Art. Thanks. Thanks for checking in. Okay, any more stations I'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Stan, Ricky, WX9RLT, WX9RLT. Ricky, are you still there?
Go ahead there, Jimmy.
Hey, I got some information for you. Tomorrow, if you're not doing anything, and if your car's working, we got that Northwest Air Show at Albertus Airport. I remember you wanted so bad to come over here to see it last year, and you had car trouble.
Oh, somebody else was telling me about that. I forgot about it, so I'm glad you reminded me. And yeah, I don't have anything planned, so I'm gonna look that up online and definitely see if I can get over there to check that out. If I do, I'll holler at you up on the radio and come over and say what's up too. So I'm not gonna promise anything. So you know how things go with me, but much appreciated for the heads up on that. Yeah, it'd be great to see an air show. And real quick, good to hear you out there, Art. So I'll send it back to you, Jimmy.
Okay, sounds good there. I just happened to think about that. I thought I'm going to let you know about that. If you get a chance, you can come over. I'll show you my ham shack.
No, I've seen the photos of it, and definitely it'd be nice to see it in person. So definitely be an honor. So. All right, Jimmy, I'm going to step back to the side here. So good to hear everybody out there, and much appreciated for letting me know about that, Jimmy. I'm going to see if I can make that. Do you happen to know by chance, real quick, while I'm talking to you? I'm sure I can look it up online and find out. Do you know what time it starts?
I believe I'm not sure if it starts at 1 o'clock or noon or what have you. That I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, much appreciated. Yeah, I'm going to look that up online here shortly and, see what time it starts or whatnot. Definitely be good to go to an air show. Man, it's been a while. So, thank you, Jimmy.
You're welcome. Okay, while I'm at it, did you look up those that Rockford Morning Star front page from 1952 about the flooding? Have you done that yet?
I wasn't able to actually find the article that you're talking about, but I did find out some, major flooding events from the past. And I'm not sure if it's the same one you were talking about, but man, I will just say I was very well schooled and learned quite a bit. And man, the Rock River has exceeded the banks exceedingly a few times. And I thought a few years back ago was bad, but oh man, I think it's the one that you were talking about. Man, they had photos, like the old-time photos of it, and, it definitely flooded quite bad around here. So I'm kind of glad we talked a little bit about the flooding on the net there, so it kind of really put a lot of things into perspective, because a lot of things I was seeing in the photos, I recognized, nowadays, and it was like, holy cow, all that's underwater. But long story short, I did find some, articles and stuff, about the flooding from the past history, but I'm not sure if it's the same exact one that we were talking about.
Okay, sounds good. Also, that one time I told you about that tornado go through Rockford, September 14th, 1928. I told you about that. It said on the front page on the big letters, Fear 21 dead. So I had told you about that about a year or so ago. I read some of that. Almost that entire front page was completely covered with stories about that.
WX9 RLT. Yeah, that one, I did find, and oh man, I wish that actually, gives me an idea. I should share that, so people can, read up about it. A lot of people are, like, hey, we live in Rockford. Rockford's not going to get hit by a tornado, and, well, surprise, we've been hit a few times. But, that one, was pretty bad. And it's kind of weird seeing the landmarks, from back then what they are nowadays. And if you go down Kishwaukee right there, one of the buildings that got hit pretty bad ended up being a furniture store years ago. And long story short, I didn't know that. So yeah, definitely kind of Rockford and Winnebago County has a lot of weather events, is the best way to put it. And you know, a lot of them I was unaware of. So, but yeah, that one right there. Man, if everybody can get up on the internet and just kind of Google that, you know, you'll be surprised. You know, Rockford got hit pretty bad. And, yeah, much appreciated for the heads up on that one, Jimmy.
Yeah, sounds good. That should be a future topic on a future Northern Illinois Skywarn training net down the road.
Actually, I was thinking about that, you know, when I was looking at that. And, you know, long story short, I think I am going to sit there and put that as a topic just because, you know, Rockford did get hit, and Rockford got hit pretty bad. And, you know, I think a lot of people, you know, kind of need a refresher. So, and, you know, definitely, let's hope it never happens again. But, you know, you can't learn if you don't learn from the past.
You bet. Oh, yeah, that's for sure. So, okay, Ricky, I'm gonna let you go. You have a good evening, and I'll let you go so you can listen to the first half of the net. I was gonna mention about the Facebook page and about the hotline anyway. So okay, if I don't know what repeater, I don't know if you have the 3.9 repeater in your radio or not. But if not, I'll be monitoring this repeater or 195 if you head this way.
I've got the 3.9 in there. I cannot hit it from here, but, you know, I put it in there, so that way if I'm ever out that way. So, yeah, it'll be a 3.9. Yeah, definitely good rag chewing with you, Jimmy. Much appreciated for having me and, you know, talking. And, you know, great topic, and good to hear everybody out there. I'll send it back to you, Jimmy, WX9RLT.
03's Ricky, you have a good night. Talk to you later. Case 9G Star. Any more stations want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go on out. All right, watching the radar here for Sunday at 2 I don't know. That don't. Sunday severe threat. Winnebago and the Stevenson County are in the marginal risk. Carroll, Ogle, Whiteside, and Lee counties are in the slight risk. So I'm watching the news on the 10 o'clock news on Channel 17 there. That's about it. Keep an eye to the sky and ear to the repeater this coming Sunday. We'll just see what happens. And anything happens, you know where to tune to. So, okay. Temperature trend. Oh, look at that. Oh, that beautiful red, dark red or what have you. Oh boy, this is great. Look at that. 83 tomorrow, 82 Sunday, 81 Monday, 86 Wednesday 85. Autumn rears its ugly head this coming Thursday of next week, but don't tell anybody I said that. Okay, any more stations you want to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. All right, now I want to tell you about the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. Mike, K9MED, is recording this net live on the Facebook page. If you want to listen to it after he gets done posting it, you just go to Friday Night Fun Net Central, follow the instructions, and you're in business. You get to hear this net and past editions of the net, like last Friday's net when we were talking about what your favorite memories of high school were. So I'll tell you what, listen to the Friday Night Fun Net all day, every day, or all night, every night. It's Friday night every night of the week with the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. Okay. I don't know how many people signed up before, but contact the Ricky WX9RLT or Brad, whatever his call, I don't know. He's gone through so many call signs, it's pathetic. And of course, he came up with the idea of the Friday Night Fun Net. So, okay. Now, we're going to tell you about the Friday Night Fun Net Central hotline. We've had no hotline check-ins tonight. I don't think we've had any for the last couple of weeks here. Area code 815-232-FN-FN, 232-3636. Local Freeport number, you've seen pictures of it on the Facebook page. It's a traditional red desktop touchtone telephone, and if I'm transmitting like I am right now, if you hear the phone ring, that's a real telephone ring, folks, not that phony baloney cell phone ring. Okay, at this time, I'm now going to do my honorary check-ins. N9ARB. HC honorary check-in. N9TAB. HC honorary check-in. Let's see, okay. Okay, we'll put it on the K9FEO, Justin, HC honorary check-in. Okay, we mustn't forget the beautiful Kishwaukee River Yacht Club, south of Rockford. Scott, 89 Sugar Box. 89. SF, HC honorary check-in. And one of the best guys in the whole world. He doesn't check in that often, but I know he listens every Friday night. Richard. N9ZO. Belvedere. I don't know if he still has tickets for the Hamfest or not, but get a hold of him. So, okay. Let's see, I can't think of anybody. Oh, yes. Oh, Brandon. KD9 LOA. HC honorary check-in, and let's see. Okay, and let's see. KD9 OVJ John in Macau, HC honorary check-in. He was busy this past Tuesday night there. I'm sure you saw the news about that house explosion just west of Freeport. I heard on the scanner, it was right about the time the Tuesday Health and TechNet. As soon as I got done, I heard more about on the scanner. I went downstairs, looked to the west. Sure enough, I could see that smoke, that real heavy black smoke there. I was talking to Brandon, and the next day he was telling me from when he was at in Cedarville, he could actually see the flame. So we'll just hope and pray for the couple that they're in critical condition. Let's hope and pray for the best. So, okay, I got 32 check-ins. Any more stations want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay, I want to thank the members of Rob, Kurt, KE9N, Rara, the president. You know what? I better put him down. KE9N. HC honorary check-in. So, okay. Overall, got a total of 33 check-ins. But I want to thank Kurt, KE9N, and the members of the Rah-Rah board for allowing me to use this repeater to host the Friday Night Fun Net. So I'm going to run down the list of stations who checked in so far. I've had no early check-ins, so here we go. 89VU, N9GBP, AC9NW, K9KZT, K9HKX, K9MAP, K9SSV, K9MED, Mike and Rochelle. Live stream this net on the internet and recording it for future rebroadcast Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page. K9YI, Scott Monroe, K9GDY, Jim and Beloit, W9KLG, Kevin, W9GD. The late great Gene Duggan, W9GD, King of DX, K89AGR, N9OEG, myself, K9GCR, K9QVE, AK9F Dave and Beloit, K9EPZ Al, H9GO, K9FLO, K9CFL, KF9SD, KB9ZDD, WX9RLT Ricky, and last but certainly not least, N9NQD Art. That's third, okay. 25 general or regular check-in. My honorary check-ins, N9TAB, K9, N9ARB, N9TAB, K9FBO, 89SF, N9ZO, K9LOA, K9OBJ, and the KE9N. Total 33, 8 honorary check-ins, 9 overall if you count Gene W9GD, and for a total of 33 check-ins overall. Any more stations you want to check in, please call now. Okay, I want to, let's see. I got some information I want to pass along. Monday is the state funeral for the Queen Elizabeth II. That funeral is going to get underway. It'll be at, I believe, at 5 a.m. our time. That'll be 11 a.m. London time. It's going to be an all-day affair. They're going to take her coffin to Westminster Abbey. Then after the funeral service, which will last an hour, is going to be a long procession through London. Then they're going to take her to Windsor Castle. She'll be buried beside her husband. They say it's supposed to be an all-day affair, so all the TV networks will carry it. So if you want to set your VCRs, your DVDs, or whatever you call them, so if you want to record that funeral, that'll be something for history you'll watch. So that's what's going to take place on Monday morning. I may have to end up probably staying up all night so I can watch that. I am going to watch it too. Okay. Does anybody else have any further business? Do you have any questions, comments, any traffic or input, or do you like to bring before the net? Okay. Be sure you tell your mothers, your fathers, your sons and daughters, your brothers and sisters, your aunts and uncles, your nieces, your nephews, your grandparents, your in-laws, your neighbors across the street, down the street, next door. Be sure you tell your butcher, your baker, your candlestick maker. Be sure you tell the clerk beyond the checkout counter at your grocery store. Be sure to tell the clerk beyond the counter at your convenience store. Be sure you tell the clerk behind the counter at your local post office when you're buying your stamps or envelopes. Be sure you tell your waiters, your waitresses, your bartenders at your friendly neighborhood bars, restaurants, taverns, or pubs. Be sure you tell your new car dealer. Be sure you tell your used car dealer, your garage mechanic. Be sure you tell the members of your local PTA or PTO. Be sure you tell your stockbroker or your tax consultant or whatever. Be sure you tell your priests or ministers or rabbis, your mullahs, your ayatollahs, or your imams. Be sure you tell your probation officer, your parole officer, your divorce lawyer. Be sure you tell your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your ex-boyfriends, your ex-girlfriends, your husbands, your wives, your ex-husbands, your ex-wives, your ex-in-laws, and of course your old ladies about the Friday Night Fun Net. The more check-ins, the better the net. Make sure you have a valid FCC license before you check in. I'm sorry, folks, we do not take check-ins from jailbirds, jammers, potty mouths, crackheads, dopeheads, bondheads, telemarketers. If you do not, if you clench your fist or take a knee during the national anthem, we don't take your check-ins, and if you don't back the blue, we don't take your check-ins. That's all there is to it. Okay, it was a great net tonight, folks. If you're not doing anything this weekend, go up to Monroe, Wisconsin for Cheese Days. Larry, Ace9GO did. So, okay. Great topic tonight, Cheese Days. I haven't done this in about 4 years. There was no Cheese Days 2 years ago because of the virus. Next week, it's going to be all about Radio Expo. I'm going to ask everybody, what do you do at a Hamfest? Do you buy stuff? Do you just meet people, or you do both? That's what we'll talk about next Friday night. Special Radio Expo edition of the Friday Night Fun Net. Okay. With that, this is the last call for any stations who want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net. Remember, we're in the region with route traffic. Please call Case 9 GCR. Last call for Ratchet Jaw. Okay. Tune in again next week, same time, same repeater for another edition of the Friday Night Fun Net. Until then, this is Jim, Case 9 GCR. Now closing down the special Cheese Days edition of the Friday Night Fun Net for Friday, September 16, 2022, and return the repeater to the frequency normal amateur radio use at exactly 10:35 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Let's see, 3 hours, 35 minutes Zulu time, with a total of 33 check-ins overall. That's the same time, exact same time we closed it down last Friday night. Have a good evening, everybody. 7-3s. This is now closed. This is Case 9 GCR. Wishing you all a very pleasant good night. KD9MED. KD9MED. Case 9 GCR.
89 MED.
Go ahead and post it there, Mike. 2 hour, 35 minutes net, same time as exact same time we had last week, with a total of 33 check-ins overall.
All right, Jimmy, I'll go ahead and get it posted. Have a nice night there. This 89 MED clear on your final 73.
And you too. I'm going to switch over to see if I can pick up the night watch net. 7-3, Case 9 GCR. Thanks for all you do, Mike. We'll talk to you next Friday night.